off of work. She was serving at the resort at the mountain at the time. This in particular spot is not very well known. It's kind of hard to get to. A deep canyon and just goes straight up one side. Mushroom picking it sometimes because not a lot of folks go up in there, but super cloudy and super foggy, not very good visibility. The lay of the land is so severe that you can just rely on the geography for how to get back to your vehicle. Pretty high up on the hill, way above my car, and walking along. Hadn't really found anything yet, but just cruising along, and I think the first thing I noticed was pretty high up on the hill, way above my car, and walking along. Hadn't really found anything yet, but just cruising along, and I think the first thing I noticed was a boot. Just one boot, all by itself. Just a random boot. Look, not real old, but it'd been there for a little bit. Walking along, and I see a pair of pants, a pair of jeans with a belt in them, and they were turned inside out, and then you could see the other boot. So I see this wallet just sitting there. You can see it's full and thick, and it's a leather wallet. I grab it, pick it up, open it up, and it's full of everything. It's credit cards, guy's ID, it's got money in it. You can see it's been there for a little while. The money is a little slimy. And I realized something was a little weird, but the guy's ID was right on top, so I just kind of thumbed it out and looked at it, and it was a guy from Portland, older guy, gray hair, gray beard, and I just kind of took note of the name. Weird, and I was by myself, and I simply thumbed the ID right back in and set the wallet down right where it was and started backing up. Started heading out of there as if I had never seen it. Something came over me, and I kind of panicked. I guess that's probably. So I take off out of there, head home, and my conscience is getting the best of me. I start worrying. Obviously, something was wrong. So on the phone personally with the sheriff, end up getting persuaded to take him and another sheriff up there the next day. So I go up to the ranger station and meet him, and by this time there's like 4 cops that all want to go up there on this thing. We all get to the bottom of the trail, and everybody gets ready, gets their gear, and we start heading up. Like I said, it's super steep. In particular, sheriff who was heading up the operation was not a very in shape individual, pretty barrel chested. We're not 3 minutes up the trail. He stops and asks me, "What percentage of the way there do you think we are?" I said about 5%. He's just huffing and puffing. So we keep going, and not even 5 more minutes up the trail, he stops. "Oh, I gotta sit down. Cliff Bar 8, it's just not sitting right," he says. So we're cruising up another 15 minutes. All of a sudden, I hear the other sheriff getting on the radio, and he's like, "Are you all right? Are you sure? Do you want me to come back?" He gets off the radio, and he says, "I guess he's starting to lose consciousness. He's passing out." See the stuff, I kind of point it out, and then all of a sudden we see a shirt that's torn with some blood on it and a pair of glasses. 2 cops, us 3, we all get about 10 feet apart and just slowly start walking down the hill, and it wasn't a couple minutes before one of them picks up a big old femur bone, and it was human. Mountain, we mark it on the GPS, head back down the mountain, meet up with the other cop that had almost passed out on the trail, and of course then he decides to tell me that they had already known part of it, but evidently it was a suspected suicide the year before. I'm Valerie's husband, and I'm gonna tell a story today about a very memorable trip into the woods.